wanted to ask you about sort of the progress in providing programmatic services to linear broadcasters.
Yep.
Sort of, what does that mean and what's Videology doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's been a subject very close to my heart for the last year, because I only joined Videology a year ago from a linear broadcaster, and in that time we've signed up a lot of linear broadcast clients. I mean, there's been Sky in Europe, AT&T, Bell Media, Rogers Communications in Canada, and whilst our platform and technology is the same, we're absolutely evolving it the whole time, and we're very much evolving it and have been over the last 6 months for our broadcast clients, and it's a very exciting time for Videology. So I guess the key thing about broadcast is it's very difficult. Sorry, it's very different to online and digital. There are a lot of other considerations, and some of the work that we're doing with our broadcast clients is all about powering dynamic ad insertion into linear ad breaks. So this is where the broadcast client might provide its, sports channel on the iPad for people to watch live on the iPad at home or when they're out and about. And when it gets to the broadcast ad break, instead of showing the linear ads, dynamic ads are inserted on top of the stream instead. And these are dynamic targeted adverts. And what Videology has been doing has been powering the optimization, the allocation of these adverts. But most importantly, we've also been working, helping our broadcast clients to be able to tap into third-party demand. So what do I mean by that? I mean allowing agencies to buy directly through their own demand-side platforms into broadcast, dynamic ad replace broadcast ad breaks. And this is a really big challenge.
It's a small part now, isn't it?
It's small, but it's rapidly growing. At ITV, when I was there, it was growing fastest of all our kind of online and digital properties. And of course, the ad tech industry, all the non-TV players haven't really been coping very well with this, because there's very specific demands. Firstly, every ad that runs in a broadcast ad break has got to be compliant. So for that reason, we've done an incredible integration in the UK. I believe we're the first ad tech company to have done this with Clearcast, who are the body who look after the clearing of ads. And this means that when broadcasters are choosing whether to approve third-party ads to run in their ad breaks or not, we automatically make calls out to the Clearcast API, and we can see the clearance information about the ads. So are they alcohol ads? Are they gambling ads? Should they be shown after 9 p.m? Can they be shown in children's content? And then our system takes account of this in its optimization and allocation. There are a number of other features as well that I think is absolutely unique to what we're doing. Because we're working with broadcast ad breaks, we have to be able to guarantee that we will fill a 3-minute ad break with 6 ads or however many ads. And of course, our system's got to be able to fill that ad break with both ads that the broadcasters sold themselves, but also ads that come in through third-party demand from the agencies themselves. And what's really important there is that you need to make sure that the ads are competitively separated. So in one ad break, and this happens all the time in linear, and in one ad break you won't have more than one bank, more than one car brand. Maybe you won't be able to run a car brand next to an alcohol brand. And of course, we've been developing our system to be able to specify these rules, to be able to say that alcohol cannot run next to car brands, and really to bring it all together in one system. It's been absolutely brilliant to be part of that project. I think we've reached an inflection point. We've reached an inflection point because broadcasters have finally caught up with agencies in their thinking around the need for addressability, the need for audience targeting. And agencies were the first to move because they are very innovative. They've got the direct relationships with clients. The broadcasters are absolutely catching up. And broadcasters are now utilizing the same kind of technologies that agencies have been using for the last 6, 7, or 8 years, and they're using them themselves. And of course, with the use of this technology, the ability to target campaigns to particular audiences across multiple devices, to be able to optimize how you run those ads in a way to make as much yield as possible, of course that's bringing control of the yield management and the optimization, is bringing it back slightly from the hands of the agencies in the last few years, but into the control of the broadcasters. And I think as we see broadcasters start to use these kind of technologies, it's only going to snowball. The most pioneering ones have been driving this at the moment, but I really think that in 1 or 2 years, almost all broadcasters will be selling some of their audiences programmatically using systems like Videology's.